Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kenajawa Lashawn, and I'm here for another video. As you can tell by the title, this video is probably going to be very emotional, so bear with me. It's long overdue, but right on time, if that makes any sense. So if you guys are new to my channel, thank you for joining the fam. Welcome to the gang, all of that. No, we're a family here, so I definitely want to welcome you guys to the family. There are a lot of new things going on, and I'm so excited to be releasing things. It's definitely been a process. Like, I think that's gonna be a follow-up video. We might get 2 videos this week because it's been a process. But I'm learning a lot about myself, a lot about business, a lot about life. I hear a lot to only be 25. People are so encouraged by my journey, so let's just keep going, right? So anywho, today's video is definitely very near and dear to my heart. If you guys haven't already, like if you're new to the channel, or maybe you just haven't watched from the beginning, I definitely encourage you guys to go back to like some of my first few videos. I talk about me becoming a mom at 20 and then like losing my son, but also finding Christ. So it was just like a really big journey. And I may do like a follow-up video to continue to tell that testimony because it is very powerful. But today I want to give encouragement to other women who may be going through, and men, because dads deal with this too. So women and men who may be dealing with the same thing that I am, and that of course is losing a child, but also learning to still celebrate things. Like for me, today is Mother's Day. So I was once asked, how do I still celebrate if my child isn't here? Today, guys, bear with me. This is going to be a very emotional video, but it has to be done, right? So if you guys are new to my channel, I'm very much so very big on being transparent about my life, trying to show people the real deals of being a Christian, a young Christian that still wants to live life. So and I've talked about this before, that people take on the like umbrella of that, like once we become Christians, like our lives just stop. And I feel like there's this like facade that we just like go into this corner and we read our Bibles all day and we praise and worship, and that's the circumference of our lives. And it's not, because if you're anything like me, I became a Christian when I was 20, so I had a whole life before I made that decision to devote my life to Christ. So like I was still carrying baggage with me into my walk with God. It's not like I just like woke up one day and I was like, oh my gosh, I love the Lord and there's nothing else wrong with me. Like, no. And then to think about it, like thinking about the purpose of this video, I was 6 months pregnant when I got baptized. And then 2.5 months later, I lost my child. So imagine like making a drastic change like that in your life to say, okay, God, because if you guys remember from my previous video, one of the major reasons I became a Christian is for my son. So me and his dad were just in this weird space. I felt like I was now going to become a single mother. So I had to do I went back to my roots. As imperfect as my auntie was, like she had her things, she always kept us in church, and that's something like I held near and dear to my heart because that was my introduction to Christ. And yes, why she didn't live like the perfect lifestyle as a Christian woman, but I feel like it instilled a seed in me to be able to now at 20 find it for myself. So I was like, okay, I gotta get up to my son. If I can't give him nothing else, I gotta give him God. And at the time I didn't know as much about God as I know now, so I'm even more grateful that I made a decision to like do that for my son, because if he was now, man, my son would have been 5 years old this year. If he was a man that I had to bring up into this world, that is something I wanted to instill in him. And that's what I will continue to do with my future children. Like, they're going to make their decisions. Like, I didn't latch on at first when my aunt introduced. I still did my things, but when it was time for me to find God, when I really needed him, I did. And that's just off tangent. I'm sorry. But, okay, Mother's Day. So, today's Mother's Day. And I think I'm going to rewind and start this video with a prayer. So this is going to be a prayer for all the mothers who are celebrating today. And we're probably watching this video the day after Mother's Day. But if you are a mother, I had to go through my day. Like, I wanted to vlog my whole day for you guys and just like celebrate my day with you. But it was hard. I couldn't. I didn't want to get out of bed. Like, if you guys follow me on social media, I really think my best friend, because if I had to do this day alone, I probably would have been in some mental drought. So, thankful for her. But, so, let's pray first. So, God, I just thank you. I thank you for who you are, God. And I thank you for being a loving Father for us, God. In situations where we may not understand, God, you have given me peace to know that you do still love me, God. You do still care for me. You do still have my best interest at heart, God, and that you're just asking me to trust you, God, to trust you in this process of life, because it does get crazy. There's going to be a lot of things we're going to go through and we're not going to understand, God. And I know I've had my moments of asking, like, why take my son, God? And why do I have to hurt? And why do I have to see other baby boys being born? And how do other mothers get to keep their children? And these are all real feelings, God. But I thank you for always giving me comfort to know that you have my promises. You're holding on to my promises. So when they give me a family with a father and a mother in a household for my children, that I'll be able to provide stability for my children, and that I'll be able to bring them up in you, God. So I thank you of all for taking my son at the time that you did, because I don't know what it would have been like to raise a son up at the time that I did. I didn't have a house. I didn't have a job. So it may have been a little harder for me. So I just thank you for giving me a chance to get to a better position to bring a child into this world, God. And I'm praying for all those mothers out there, God, who are hurting today, God, who may not understand as well, God. And I pray that they're leaning on you for understanding, God, and not themselves. Because if we lean on ourselves, we'll never understand, God. There's some things you do that we can't wrap our heads around, and we probably never will be able to. But I thank you for providing reassurance that you're not out here to hurt us. You're not out here to make Mother's Days and birthdays feel like crap. You're here to give us joy, God. And you're here to give us peace, God. And I pray that we hold on to that, God. So I just thank you for this time, God, where I'm able to share my testimony with other women, God, and that they hold on to this, God, that they find comfort in this, that they find peace, that this reaches the woman that you needed to reach, God, because there's someone out there today that doesn't have the support that I have, God, and they don't have a best friend at home with them to make sure that they made it through this day, God, and they just don't have the mental strength right now, God, to make it. And I pray that you give them that, God, because I thank you for delivering me in my mental health, God, to where I know that I feel numb today, but God, you let me know that I still have a reason to live. I still have a purpose to live, that hurt isn't forever, that pain isn't forever, that tomorrow, right now, this moment, I can claim joy, God. I can claim peace because you've already given it to me. So God, I just thank you for that, God. I thank you for all that you're doing in our lives, God. The things that we don't even know that are coming, God. The things that we've prayed for over and over and over again, God. And it just seems like it's not being answered right now, God. But you're going to answer us in the time that we need it, God. So I just thank you for that. I thank you for the blessings you are instilling in our lives, God. That you have it all worked out for us. All we have to do is to trust you and to keep walking, God. To keep running. To keep this race up, God. And that you've promised us, that you have it all worked out for us, God. So just help me to always remember that, God, to help me to always to trust that, to always believe in you, God, that you have my life story written out, God, and you just need me to hold on and keep running and keep walking and to never give up on you, God. So I thank you for that. I thank you for not giving up on us, God, that you still love us. You're still giving us chances day after day after day, but we just have to fight for it, God. So I thank you. I thank you. Thank you. Amen. So, I pray that that prayer was encouraging to you, that it gave you what you needed on this Mother's Day. But I just want to share that these last few months have been hard for me. And I don't know why. I keep asking God, like, why year 5, God? Like, and I think for me, it's because, honestly, this is the first year I'm facing stuff head on. Like, in the past, I kind of just, like, I've talked to, like, my godmom, my best friend about this. Like, I feel like I didn't mourn correctly. Even though there's not, like, a right way to mourn. Like, there's no blueprint to mourning. So, I don't want you guys to take on that. But just, like, times when I wanted to be upset, I was just, like, brush it off. Like, nope, keep going. Gotta keep going. Times where I felt like I had the right to be mad or angry, I just brushed it under the rug. And I feel like this is the first year where I'm actually facing pain head on, dealing with stuff. So I don't know, this is for all the moms, no matter how far along you were in your pregnancy, a loss is a loss. So if it was 1 week, if it was, okay, you probably wouldn't know it 1 week, but if it was like 6 weeks, if it was like me, 8.5 months, some people have lost children after they were born. We are all still mothers. We are all, even though our babies aren't here with us physically, we are still mothers. So, another thing I want to encourage you guys to do is to celebrate these holidays. So you guys are going to see another clip after this where me and Destiny are about to go and to release the balloons and do this little flower thing. I'll explain it to you guys in that video, in that clip. But it was just, it wasn't my idea. It was Destiny's. And I appreciate it because, well, the balloon part was my idea. But I really appreciate it because it lets me know that I can celebrate. I don't have to be sad today. Like, I'm still a mother. I can let my son know I still love him. Like, I still feel like I'm raising him up. Like, next month I'll have a 5-year-old. And even though he's not here with me physically, I'm still raising a little prince. And I know for me in the future, this is something that's never going to go away. So my children will know that they had a brother. Of course, my husband would know. But, like, it's always going to be a celebration for me. Nothing I'm ever going to, like, push under the rug and forget about. Like, I held him I pushed him out still and held him in my arms. Like, that was my child. And there's a lot of, like, lies and insecurities that are going to plague our mind. For me, the one I've been hearing over and over again is, you're not a mother because you don't have your son here with you. That doesn't make me any less of a mother. It doesn't. What else? Dang, there was another one. Not a mother because your son isn't here with you. And just feeling like sometimes, like, I should forget about it. Like, oh, and, like, never having kids again. These are real things. So these are things we have to deal with. We have to talk about. There are other people that will be able to connect with us and help us through this process. Or a lot of times I feel like other people around me don't understand. Because, like, even I have friends who have, like, lost children, but they have children again. Like, they have other kids. So, but that doesn't take anything away from them or me. Like, it's still a loss. It still hurts. There's still pain there. So, yeah, guys. So let's watch this next clip with me and Destiny going to release the balloons and do a flower thing, and then I'll come back to you guys. Okay guys, so as I talked about, okay, if y'all hear a weird noise, it's the phone. So me and, well, more so Destiny, but wants to make sure that we celebrate every holiday. So I feel like you guys should do the same. I think it really helps to get through the days. For real. Like, for me, like, I really wanted to, like, lay in bed, sleep this whole weekend away. I was like bumping. But I texted Destiny, like, before. It was like, oh, maybe we should just, like, the beach or something. And release some balloons. And that was, like, my own mental way of, like, trying to avoiding it, you know? So I encourage you guys to do the same. If you are in the same situation as me, like you lost a child, and holidays are hard for you, just find some way that helps you to celebrate. Oh, there go the balloons. Alright, so it helps you. I mean, I should have put them in the back. There you are. The balloons are scared. I got it. I'll leave all this in the video too. Okay. I got control of the balloons. But anyways, find some way that helps you guys to celebrate too, that will make you happy. I have had my moments today. I didn't cry yet. I'm about to cry right now when we do this. But, you know, it's whatever. You know, it's a process. And as I told you guys in the previous scene, the last few months have been hard for me. I don't know why. Year 5 is like tearing me up. But it is. But it's going to be okay. You know? And that's what I've been telling myself. It's going to be okay. So right now we're about to go to this little lake thing behind our house. We're gonna release some balloons, and then Destiny has these little like flower tea light thingies that she made, and we're gonna like release them on the river. And all right, so I'll be back to you guys in a second. Hey guys, so here's the river and the balloons. Destiny's getting the flowers. Fall in the lake. No, I'm not. Oh shoot, I just fell or something. Alright, so we could do the balloons first. Or do you want to go ahead and light those?
Wait, but it's far.
What's wrong?
It's like a big drop.
Oh. What about over there?
It look like it's like sticky, yeah.
And fun fact, you guys don't know, sunflowers are my favorite flowers, so I think it's pretty cool. They got sunflowers in there too.
Yeah, go to summer season.
Right. I would love a bouquet of sunflowers. I have yet to check that off my list. But I said, fun fact also, I said that's how I'm gonna know when my husband is my husband, because he's gonna buy me a bouquet of sunflowers. So, okay, no weirdos try to buy me a bouquet of sunflowers because I think I'm my husband.
Put that out there.
Disclaimer.
I want to get kicked out.
I'm like, bro, come on now. Let me have my moment. Whew.
This one is difficult.
It's probably the wind. Okay. So guys, it's my 5th Mother's Day, and I'm releasing balloons. for my...
Tear the weight off.
Yes.
Okay. You want to pray before you do it? Good.
This is so freaking pretty. Oh my gosh.
Again.
This is so pretty. We love you, Demi. Look, look, look. Go, go, go. Float, float, float all the way. Floaty, floaty, floaty. Okay, people are gonna be like, why is she singing in the video? Okay, so you can start putting them in order. That's for you. And just push them.
They're not going anywhere.
It's okay, they're gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna make them go.
They're coming back.
Just let it go. Move the water a little bit. Yeah, you kind of just that. Hopefully we don't start a fire.
Maybe we should do it. Maybe we just stay.
I'm gonna fill the water. Shake the water a little bit over there. Where are you going? No, 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 no.
Put your feet wet.
Oh, yeah.
What are they doing?
You can't go that way. Okay. Okay. All right, God, help us out. Help us out now. Okay, guys, before I was crying, it's my 5th Mother's Day. And like I told you guys before, it's been the hardest Mother's Day ever. Demi's birthday is next month too, so I have to deal with that. But I have the best friend in the world who has made these moments precious. So this was actually a really dope idea. I would never thought of doing this. But it's so peaceful.
It is. Watch it all day. We should have sit over there.
I'll be back to you guys in a second.
Should run a fan.
They're going. It's just the water is still, so they're not really like moving. Guys, I feel like this is technically like literally, but it's okay. Oh, they're coming back.
Guys, you can't come back, okay? Alright, well, if you come back, I'm putting you somewhere else.
Okay, guys, we're all finished. It was amazing. The little, you guys seen the video, the flower things didn't go as far as we expected, but it's okay. It was still really pretty. Again, shout out to my best friend for being the bestest best friend. But yeah, I'm back to being a G now. Okay, I'm probably not that far.
Next time we'll just be a fan.
Okay, why are you going this way? You gotta exit.
All this is well, that one is like way out there. It's so pretty.
But yes, so that's it for now. I don't know if I'm ending this video here. Maybe I'll have something else to chat about at the house. I don't know. But maybe I'll see you guys. Well, I'll have to come back to the end of the video, so see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys. Thank you so much for celebrating this Mother's Day with me. Thank you for, if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I promise I'm getting up on my consistency. I'll do another video this week explaining what was going on if you guys care. But little things like I started a new job, new schedule, so I had to like readjust the old schedule that I had. So we're back on. We're working this thing out. Like I promise I'm here for you guys. But like I said, thank you for celebrating this Mother's Day with me. Like I said, to all the other mothers that are out there who are going through this, have been through this, like this isn't the end for us. Like we're still mothers. So happy Mother's Day. I pray that you guys had an amazing Mother's Day, and that if you didn't celebrate this year, please make an effort to celebrate Mother's Day next year. Do something that will bring you peace and make you happy. Something that will make you cry. Like I did a little praise and worship session before I started this video. It's probably not gonna be the last time I'm gonna cry, but don't be afraid to like let those emotions out. Go through the hurt, go through the emotions. And I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.